How's it going, everybody? This is Caleb Ragnar. I am in South Windsor, Connecticut today. We're going to be taking a look at the unit behind me, the Jayco JayFeather Micro 171BH. This is an under 21-foot travel trailer weighing just under 3,900 pounds dry. Beautiful unit designed by Jayco here, still offering you a bunkhouse inside and a collapsible dinette. We're gonna have our two 25-pound propane tanks up on the front, an electric tongue jack, and placement up here for two batteries. Side markers are prepped for their cameras, and just to go over some of these stats right here, we're gonna have 1,160 pounds of cargo. You can see that this unit is going to be just over 20 feet and have a dry weight of 3835. All compartments on the exterior are going to have that magnetic latch, and you'll have that pass-through storage. Now, these units are going to come standard with your griddle setup for the outdoor kitchen, and it is a 30 amp unit. We can see we do have our battery disconnect inside right here, and you're going to have interior lighting. Right above that, we can see there is wiring for an inverter prep should you decide you might want to take your off-grid experience to a step above. Big bonus on this, you're gonna have the Furrion tankless hot water heater. This is going to run only off of propane, and instead of having to wait that 30 minutes for maybe a 10 to 15 minute hot shower, it's going to be instant, more like maybe 30 seconds to fully heat up. And as long as you got propane and water running through that tank, you're gonna be able to take as long of a hot shower as you want. We can see up on the roof, we are gonna have that gutter system. Still will have the Magnum Truss roof system, so this roof will still be rated for just about 4,500 pounds. It's walkable, and you pretty much don't have to worry about anything up there as long as you are still maintaining those seals. We've got city water, freshwater tank, outdoor shower. Your wheels are going to be galvanized wheel wells as well up in here, so you're not going to have to worry about anything possibly going wrong if you were to have a blowout. We've got those extra Super Duty tires right here for all of your extreme terrain needs. We've got our gray and black holding tank drains right here, septic hose holder next to that, and a little upgrade on some of the newer Jaycos you're going to see are the rock solid stabilizer jacks. We will have that rear door for you to be able to pretty much go in and out through that bunk area, and easier access to be able to store some bicycles in there. Spare tire on the back. Going to have your black tank flush here on the rear as well, ha ha ha. And prep for a backup camera. This unit, unlike the counterpart next to it, the 166, is going to have an actual ladder already mounted on the rear for you to be able to access that roof. 250-pound weight capacity for that, but I've seen some much bigger guys climbing up that. Still gonna have that 10-foot awning that's gonna be able to extend our camping site off of this 8-foot box. And then here's that little quote-unquote outdoor kitchen setup for our griddle. I love that they have this little protector right here for our quick connect of the propane. In case we were to ever run over anything, it's not gonna kick back and pretty much burst that line and could end up leading to a bit of problems. So good thinking on that one, Jayco, to keep us a little bit extra safe. Just one of those things I love. Jayco's always out there looking to do anything they can to offer a little bit more peace of mind on these units. We're gonna have an exterior setup for that television. You'll be able to have that bracket and pretty much take it from the interior, slap it right on the outside. So you only need one TV, unless you really wanted to be watching it on the at the same time. I'm not a big TV guy like that, but hey, for the people who are, they've given you the option. Have this switch right here that is going to activate your understep light right there. Also pointing out, fresh water drain right there. Look at this beauty. Not one of those small little drains. With this one being a larger PVC, you could really empty the entire contents of your tank in probably under 2 minutes. Let's go take a quick peek inside and see what we have to offer on the interior. All right, here on the inside, we're gonna have some storage right over that master bed area here. Cabinets are gonna be located underneath. No pass through into that storage compartment. It's going to have that divider. We've got the TV that's going to come standard with this unit. And even though this one right here is not a 12 volt, you do have that 12 volt hookup if you would like to be able to just run everything right off your 12 volt battery. No inverter prep needed if you are willing to buy that 12-volt television. Now, cool feature on this small unit, we're going to have all of those roller blinds. They are going to have that reflective backing on the exterior of them. So when you do have those blinds down, it's going to help keep this unit a lot cooler and prevent that sun UV from getting inside your unit and causing some potential damage to the actual fabrics of it. There is going to be that G20 tint on them as well, so another little added layer of protection. Just another step Jayco's going to make sure that they're offering one of the most competitive and best price units on the market. We're going to have the controls right here for our furnace system. And then above that, we're going to have our 30 amp solar controller by Go Power. Now, you are going to have that panel up on the top, 200 watts, but you will have options to be able to piggyback off of that if you want to take your boondocking experience to the next level. We've got the double bunks in the back. We can see we've got the setup here right here for your table. This table is going to be collapsible. So, hey, when we want to bring it outside, easy to just slide that table right on outside and set it up underneath our awning. Pointing out, missed this one. Right by the bed, you are going to have that charging station to be able to put your phone on it, and it'll slide up, offering the additional outlets and your USB ports down below. These things can definitely be a little tricky when they get stuck, so be a little gentle with it. By the kitchen here, we are going to have the sink. It's going to come standard with that cover. We can see it's a little cold today. We got this unit all winterized, so we're not going to be running anything in particular. Then we're going to have the 3-burner gas stove as well. One thing, I apologize, don't have this unit on, but thankfully you do have the lights right here, which are going to illuminate blue, and when you do turn the propane on, they will turn red. That way, in case you were to ever bump into them, there's a little, again, safety, little bit of safety feature there in case anyone were to accidentally turn that on. Now, with the microwave here, again, we will need to be plugged into shore power in order to operate the microwave. You would definitely need at least a 3,000 watt inverter to be able to run this off of your 12-volt batteries. It is going to be the dual, having that convection oven purpose as well. Another little cool feature here, you know, if you guys go out camping, decide we don't want to cook with gas, you've got the convection oven option. Air conditioner controls are going to be right above. All these controls are going to be right on the unit. And again, if we needed an inverter to power this, you would need at least 3,000 watts. Those 1,200 watt inverters are just not going to provide enough power to operate these refrigerators or air conditioners. Moving on to the refrigerator though, we've got the 12 volt. It's by Everchill. This is going to have that option for you to be able to turn it down a little bit and draw a little bit less power if you are doing a boondocking trip. In the bathroom right here, one thing I love, it's a small unit, but they do give you a substantial amount of space in that shower. You're not going to be in some, like other units I've seen, half this size, and they do offer that skylight, so for those guys and gals who are a little bit taller, you'll have an extra couple inches at the top thanks to that skylight. GFCI outlet in here. We got the mirrors on the cabinets as well. Sink. On these, you are going to have your traps. So for all those folks winterizing these units, make sure you either blast some air or run a little bit extra antifreeze down your drain so we don't have these pipes freezing in the winter. That's everything on the interior. Just going to give you a quick peek up on the roof. We can see that we have our exhaust vents for our tanks, that vent in the bathroom, skylight, air conditioner, our 200 watt panel, and the WineGuard Air 360 Plus. This is going to serve as both your antenna and a Wi-Fi booster. So lots of cool options. You can always update this one to have the gateway, which would allow you to be able to add in a SIM card and be able to create your own Wi-Fi signal. And then we've got our super fan right here. This one's gonna help keep everything nice and ventilated. Just admiring the beautiful seam over here, lots of coating over that seam on the top. Gonna give you peace of mind knowing that any water that's gonna get up here is gonna just roll right off. And just again, folks, with your roof, you wanna make sure we are getting up here once every 3 months, checking these seals. If we see any kind of screws popping through, any cracks, any deterioration using your self-leveling lap sealant to recover those, because that is one thing that is not included in the lifetime warranty on these roofs. Check your great 2024 camping season ahead, and we hope to see you riding off of our lot here at Pete's RV with a brand new JayFeather Micro 171BH. Take care.